We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. There it is. And there it is. What's going on, everybody? It is time for another midnight mentorship. And I want you know what to do. I want you to come in, let me know where you're watching from quickly. I want to share some things that I know are going to be a blessing and a help to you. And I want to do it now. So, oh, wow. Look at that. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. It's already 72 people on Instagram. Now there are 20 something on Facebook. Just came in. Hey, mama, good to see you. Jamaica's here. Lafayette is here. Come on, everybody on Facebook. I need y'all to share because you all have the option to do so. And yeah, you all have the option to do so. So let's do that now. I see St. Louis. I see Connecticut. I see Baltimore. Hey, Tamara. Hey, Marlon. What's up, man? I see New Orleans, Colorado, Madison, Dallas. Hey, Detroit. What's up, Kev? Southfield. Hey, Macon is here. Hey, LaRonda. Happy birthday, LaRonda. It's after midnight. So happy birthday to you. Dr. Edwards, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. Pastor Clarence, what's up, man? Asia in Macon. Las Vegas, come on, 60 seconds of this and I'm going to get into it. New Jersey, Columbus, Ohio, upstate New York, California, Bay Area, Oakland. Okay. What's up, Reggie? Reggie repping FCC. I know where you are, man. Houston is here. Portland, Oregon is here. Wow. Myrtle Beach is here. More St. Louis. London is on Instagram. What's up, Instagram? Y'all going crazy over there. Winter Haven. Marcy, what's up? Hey, Indiana's in the house. Your last 30 seconds. Hey, Queen Delphi, Fort Lauderdale, good to see you. Beaumont, Texas, Buffalo, New York, on both pages. Marquise, what's up, man? Love you. All right, let's jump into it. Brooklyn, I see you. All right, good. Chesapeake, all right. Good. Dallas, I see you. All right, one more time. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Facebook, especially. I don't think YouTube, or rather Instagram. I don't think we can't share on Instagram, but I do want you to lean in because I want to share some things with you. Philadelphia, Mississippi, good to see you. Cleveland, Ohio, love y'all. New York, love y'all. So let's jump right into it because I don't want to have you on here all night, but this is something that we've been doing for the last few nights consistently called Midnight Mentorship. And I'm very committed in this space and in this season. What's up, Rhode Island? To be intentional about sharing and encouraging and enlightening to the best of my ability. And so what that has manifested as or shown up as is this commitment to this midnight mentorship thing. And we have been receiving, literally no exaggeration, I don't know how many testimonies, how many inboxes and text messages and DMs from people that have been completely encouraged and strengthened, and people are growing in these conversations. And so I wanted to do something tonight. Now I've been doing them and then kind of taking them down because it tends to get kind of, what's up, MJ? It tends to get kind of transparent and kind of direct, and it's for the late night crew. And so I'm definitely taking this one down because I want to share something that I'm working on, that I'm getting ready to release really this weekend. And I wanted to kind of give it to you all first and really kind of just work through it a little bit, if that's okay. And it's centered around, you all should know by now if you didn't know, I'm telling you now, I'm doing something this weekend in Atlanta at the M3 Center, and we're calling it the Big Weekend. All right. We're calling it the Big Weekend. It's Friday and Saturday right there at the M3 Center. And if you can't make it in person, that's fine. It's virtual. It's the same experience. It is our Pastors and Leaders Summit. And the reason we're calling it the big weekend is because that's exactly what it's going to be. Big being an alliteration, B standing for best practices, I standing for internal operations, and then G standing for growth strategies. And so everybody that comes, there are sessions on, oh my goodness, creative outreach. You all know our church here in Atlanta. The reason I'm doing it is because every day I'm inundated with messages and people are asking, how are you, how y'all grow from this many people to 766 people in 8 months? Well, number one, to God be the glory. Let's start there. And then number two, there's a strategy in place. What's up, Jalen? Love y'all. Hey, Dr. Glasper, love you, man. Absolutely a strategy in place. It would be extremely dishonest, and it would be false humility to do the thing of we don't know what happened. We just preach Jesus, and the folks just no. That's not true. Let's just tell the truth. That's not true. It's more than everybody preaching Jesus. Okay, it's got to be more than that. What's up, man? It's just late, man. That's all it is, bro. Yep. That's my Jabari right there. Yep. Hey man, good to see you, man. But yeah, everybody, I'll never get over the frustration of asking people who are already at a certain point, what are you doing and how are you doing it? And getting this runaround, this non-committed answer that really just came across like, I just don't really want to tell you. Can I tell you what it feels like? It felt like, I don't know if y'all had the same experience, but I remember being a little kid playing video games with my older cousins. And I'll never forget, it's their system, it's their, their game. They're the older ones. I'm getting to play with them. And so we going at it, Mortal Kombat, whatever, we're going at it. And I'm starting to catch up. I'm getting good. And then he'll do a move that he didn't show me how to do. Say, hey, whoa. How you do that? And I remember it was always, I don't know. Okay, well, maybe I'll figure that out. So we're going. I'm catching up. I'm about to get him. I'm about to win. He'll do the move again. I say, hey, hold up, wait a minute. How you do that? I don't know. What it was is he knew exactly how to do it. He just didn't want to tell me because he didn't want me to know how to do it. Somebody say amen right there. Yeah. And so that's where a lot of us are in the faith community. The information is there. These are not mysteries. These are not unheard of concepts. But unfortunately, in too many settings, people don't want you to know how to do it. Okay, so I don't want that to be our mindset. I don't want that to be our mantra. I don't want that to be our approach. And so I'm sharing everything we have with people that want it and are willing to make the investment to get it. So if you're able, how about this? I'm gonna throw it out there and I'm getting into these notes. I got to tell you about this. But if you're able to get to Atlanta, or if you can't make it, but you need this information, again, our church, we feed over 1,200 people every week. We've adopted nursing homes and schools, and we have adopted 5 of our apartment complexes at our Atlanta campus, another 2 over at the Marietta campus, I believe. Christmas time, we fed not only the feeding of the people, but we went to the Children's Hospital and we took a check for $1,000 to the cancer unit. We brought 100 brand new toys. We're out there doing the work, right? And all of that creative outreach, it's not just, well, the Lord opened the door. No, he gave us keys to open the door. So let's talk about the keys. So our outreach director is going to be teaching a session on creative outreach. I've got Matt Simmons and Antoine Cooks, my music director and minister of music. They're going to be doing a session on building a music ministry that builds your church. That alone is going to be crazy. The administrator of all administrators, Tracy Thomas, she's coming to do a session on the ministry of administration to help everybody in attendance get those pieces together. I've got my guy, Elisha Sumo, coming to talk about production necessities for a growing church on a budget so we can get these streams right. Hallelujah. Stop streaming sideways and there ain't no audio. You can only hear out the left side or whatever. And so you need to be there. If you're trying to get in Instagram, y'all hear me clearly. All you got to do right now is go to the bio right here on my page. And there's a link right there for the Growth Summit, the big weekend. Click it and register now. Those of you that are watching on YouTube or Facebook, easiest way for you to do it is go to my Instagram, click the link in my bio, and go ahead and register now. But let me get to what I came to talk about, all right? And again, share if you haven't. What I really want to talk about is one of the things I'm going to be releasing. This is why I'm deleting this for real, for real. Y'all are up, so I'm sharing with y'all tonight because I'm hype. I'm excited. I can't turn my mind off because it's really coming together. And one of the things that I'm going to release. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Pastor Glasper said I will sponsor 3 pastors that need it. Wow. And anybody that knows Pastor Glasper, he is a man of his word. There's one. Pastor Carlos just said, he just tagged you. He said to me, y'all, Facebook, YouTube, I'm sorry, hold on. There's a blessing over on Instagram. Hold on. I'm one church, 3 locations right now. So YouTube and Facebook, hold on. My Instagram is at M Moore Jr. Y'all probably need to get over there if you're trying to get sponsored for the big weekend. Because the water's trouble. So Pastor Glasper, you work out however you want to do that. Reverend McKinley just said he needs it. Wow. Okay. Dr. Keith Curry just said he needs it. So I think that's the 3 he talked about. So y'all work that out and however y'all want to do it. But hey, hallelujah. There you go. But one of the things I'm going to be talking about and releasing at the big weekend is I'm going to be releasing something called, Lewis is there. It's moving mightily in this season. I'm going to be releasing something called the 10 Commandments. No, Pastor Glasper, you choose, man of God. Is your seed. It's you choose. So how about this? Those of you that want to, you want Pastor Glasper to be a blessing. Number one, you need to be following him. In fact, everybody on Instagram, y'all hold on. Other campuses, just wait a second. Everybody on Instagram, you need to be following him at LeJour Glasper. He's going to comment again in a second. You all need to follow him and DM him if you want to receive one of the seats that he's so graciously giving away. He's an amazing pastor there in Olive Branch, Mississippi. I've preached for him, I don't know how many times over the last 10 years. He became just a name on an invitation. He went from just a name on an invitation to becoming a part of our family, and I honor you, man. So let me get into this, all right? There's one of our speakers on Facebook, Minister Antoine Cooks. He's going to be sharing this Saturday, and let me get back to it. I'm releasing something called the 10 Commandments for Growing Churches, okay? All right, Pastor Glass, for the first 3 that DM and me sponsoring, so y'all might want to move real quick Instagram, all right? The 10 Commandments for growing churches. And again, I want to share this with you. I want you to get this now. Now, I'm teaching it to you, but I'm also teaching through it. Okay. So you all are hearing it first. This is not available. This is not out there yet, but I want to share with you and I want to get your feedback, not because I'm not sure if it works, but I want to know how well you receive it. Because some of the things, I'm waking up now, feel my help. Some of the things that we need in order to get to the place God wants us is often, and unfortunately, it's not fun. Yeah. It's not desirable. It's not comfortable, because some of you all have discovered, talk to me if I'm right in these comments. Some of you have discovered that oftentimes your answer, your breakthrough, your miracle, your healing, whatever term you want to use, is often right outside the perimeter of your comfort zone. Isn't that something? The thing you've been praying for is often right outside the borders, right, of your comfort zone, which means that in order to get it, you got to take a step. And so I want to share these things with you. I'm going to just give you 3. Now, obviously, it's 10 commandments for the growing church, but I want to give you 3 tonight that I really think are going to kind of challenge your thought. I'm committed. I used to think something was wrong with me because my mind seemingly didn't fully wake up until late. Everybody else is asleep. There's nobody to talk to but I got all these ideas. It was just me and God having late night board meetings. But instead of complaining about it, I'm leaning into it, and I'm discovering, as evidenced by the fact that across the pages there are about 200 people on here. I'm convinced that I'm not the only one that's late up in the midnight hour, working and listening and thinking. And so I want to share some things with you. Write this one down. Number one, here's the first commandment that I'm going to share tonight. This isn't necessarily the order in the book. This first one, what's up, Be Different, that I want to share tonight. Write this one down. And I hope I get to 2 and 3, because this one could go for a while. But here it is. Thou shalt stop worshiping at the altar of small. Yeah. I just had to hear it out. Yeah, that's it. Thank you, kind spirit. I'm gonna say that again. I need you to hear this. I need you to hear this. If you want to be a ministry, a church, I don't care if you're a senior pastor, if you're an associate, I don't care if you are in youth ministry, music ministry, administration, outreach. I don't care if you're an usher. Okay. Whatever you do, whatever area you work in, you need to hear this. First commandment for a church that's growing is you got to stop worshiping at the altar of small. Write that down. Jay Sean, I see you on Instagram. That's right. Write it down. That's right. Hey, Breon, good to see you. Monique, good. That's right. Vaughn, that's right. Gilliard, that's right. You want to grow? God, I'm tired of being small. I'm tired of looking, and every time I turn around, somebody else is getting blessed. And when's it going to be my season? When's it going to be my turn? Well, number one, stop worshiping at the altar of small. You know, when I talk about this, here's what that means. And I want you to really take a journey with me here, because it's very important that we realize, get this in your spirit tonight. Because some of you all, the change you need to make to get to the place, again, God's trying to take you. It's not just branding. It's not just logos and colors. It's not just service times. It's not just the worship set list. It's not just the worship leader. Sure, there are countless things to adjust and tweak there. It's not just the administrative practices, or should we call on Mondays or should we call on Tuesdays. For some of us, the biggest change we need to make is not external. It's an internal change. And that internal change is not so much in your spirit as much as it is in your mind. Can I say something without being, and I'm definitely going to delete this, because I feel the spirit of offense trying to creep into the lie, but we rebuke you right now, wherever you are. Some of us come from faith traditions, and I don't mean this in a negative way. I don't mean this to be catty or disrespectful. Hold on, I got to pause. What's up, Aaron? Love you. I love what you sent me to, but I got to pause for a second, y'all. One of my friends, one of my best friends, he's a mentor. He's an inspiration. I've said this for years. He is my California pastor. Pastor Christopher Foster of the Rock Church Bay Area is on here. You all need to be following him like yesterday. He and his amazing wife, Pastor Nakia, their amazing team, what they're doing in the Bay Area is unprecedented. It is unparalleled, and you are doing yourself and your vision a disservice if you don't know who that man of God is. So everybody go follow him right now. Okay. Love you so much, man. But let me get back to this. Some of us come from models and context that have not told us, I'm going to say it like this, that God, listen to me, will not give you what you insist on demonizing. Mm-hmm. Can I say that again? I'm trying to walk gingerly here. All right. But some of us seemingly do not understand that God won't trust you with something that you demonized while it was in the possession of someone else. In other words, that's a lengthy way of saying, why would God send growth to your house if you treat growth as a trick of the enemy? Now, what do you mean? Some of us have, oh Lord, I'm passionate about this, so forgive me. I hope it comes out right, but I got to say it. Some of us have justified our small by presenting big as wrong, sinful, outside of the will of God. And as a consequence, we have created cultures and mindsets that scare growth away. Well, what do you mean? Can I talk for a little bit? I know it's midnight mentorship, so I'm not gonna hold you long. But we say ignorant things like, them big churches are impersonal. We don't want to be no big church. Ain't no love over there. And you know what? Because I've heard this. Now, I remember I'm itinerant. I've been itinerant for years. I travel all over the country and around the world. And I've heard pastors, I've heard leaders take that approach of them big churches are impersonal. And I want you to think about this for a moment. If the big church is impersonal and cold and ain't no love over there, then why do thousands of people show up every week? Amen. Like Instagram, are y'all all right? Facebook, YouTube, y'all there? Think. I need you to bring your mind to church. Bring your mind to the live tonight. If big churches are cold and ain't no love there, why do people line up to get in? Can we be real? Most of the time, the cold, impersonal, don't speak to you, you show up as a guest, they look at you like, what are you doing here? Oftentimes, that's the small church. Is there a coincidence that that's why they're small? No. But what are we doing? We demonize big because we don't see ourselves being there. We say stuff like this. You ready? And I don't want to offend nobody, but I got to say it. We say stuff like, we small because we preach the truth. Maybe y'all never heard nobody talk like this, but I have. I can't tell you how many times. We're small because we preach truth over here. And these folks don't want truth. What an insult that is to the God of truth, who told us that if we would lift him up, he would draw men unto him. We know that lifting refers to Calvary, but he told us that he would draw if we would lift. And now, to justify our lack of growth and our unwillingness to find new paths and embrace new models, we have to now demonize the thing he said he wanted to give us by pretending that people don't want truth. Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, people want truth and they're looking for it everywhere. Do you know why crystals are an entire industry? Because people want truth. Do you know why folks right now walking around, house smell like outside? Because they burning sage all the time, trying to cleanse the atmosphere. Their dressing is nasty. Their spaghetti is nasty because they use all their sage to try to cleanse the atmosphere. Because what? They're looking for truth. Do you not understand that New Age religions and New Age models of thinking are exploding? Yeah, thank you. The first church was a mega church. Are y'all hearing me? People are looking for truth. They just don't know where to find it. And if we continue to justify, here, thank you, Lord. If we continue to defend our small with these ridiculous excuses, we're going to keep our small. And the problem, this is how the Lord told me when I was writing this and putting this together. He said, the problem is that you all are worshiping at the altar of small. But I'm here to tell you, You've got to give yourself permission to grow. Why? Because number one, growth is God's idea. He's not willing that any should perish. He said, go out and tell everybody to come. He told his disciples to go to the hedges and the highways and go into all the earth. Are you hearing me? But so many of us, because it's easier to make big bad, teach in here, Mark Moore Jr. It's easier to make big bad. And so what we do is we demonize growth, and then we wonder why it doesn't show up. Can I say that again? A lot of us, we demonize growth, and then we want, I'm talking to pastors and leaders for a moment. Do you realize how sensitive this is? Even the things, little subtle statements sometimes we make in the pulpit or make over the mic, or even make in conversation about ministries that we see on television or ministries that are household names. Do you not realize that every one of those statements feeds an idea in the minds of the people that are assigned to you about how our church feels about large? This is why, and we're talking, I'm going to delete this. I'm going to talk freely, okay? I told our leaders at our church, and of course, things are happening very fast for us. One of the things I shared with our ministers specifically, I said, if you're going to be a minister or a leader here, you forfeit your right to be involved in every church controversy on Facebook. I know y'all don't like that kind of teaching. I get it. I understand. Yeah, I get it. But I'm going to say it again. You hearing me, Instagram? Are you hearing me, Facebook, YouTube? If so, hit the share button. I told our leaders by joining this team, by giving God and me your yes, you are forfeiting, you are renouncing your right to get involved in every church spat, every church controversy. How is it that we have opinions about churches we don't even go to? Can I give y'all a novel idea? Y'all not even gonna believe this. If you don't like the way they do things at a certain church, don't go to that church. Amen, lights. I just feel like I just think they didn't have to do the production like that. You don't go there. So why are you concerned? Come on here. All the good news we have to preach, and instead of preaching good news, and I want to be clear, because I'm not saying that being a gospel ministry or gospel-centered ministry means it's all good news as far as everything gonna be all right, everything gonna change. No. Part of preaching the whole counsel of God is you have to preach truth. And truth is often confrontational and uncomfortable. But with all of the truth to preach, why would we settle for preaching on people? Preach, Mark. Why? And what we're doing unconsciously, that's right, Pastor, your voice is too valuable to spend on nonsense. And so what we're doing when we make these jabs and these subtle statements about what they're doing, them big churches, what you're saying and what you're conditioning the people assigned to your voice to believe is that we don't fit in that category of large. And what are you doing? You're worshiping at the altar of small. And again, it's a whole lot of information in the book. So I'm just talking about, y'all getting anything so far? All right, let me give you one more. I'm talking about worshiping at the altar of small. If you're going to tear down that altar, one of the things you're going to have to do is you're going to have to center growth as a part of the mission of your church. Hey, Dana, love you. Let me say that again. Hey, Lady Morrison, so good to see you. I've been praying for you and your husband. If you're going to tear down the altar of small, listen to me carefully. Instagram, I'm here with y'all too. You're going to have to be intentional about centering growth as a part of the mission of the church. In other words, now I'm a sociologist by degree. And I want to be very clear. I've been a pastor for 5 minutes. Okay. So this is not me teaching you or telling you or instructing you how to be a good pastor. I'm in that class myself. I'm not teaching that class. But what I can tell you with the backing of heaven, if I can say it that way, as evidenced by growth in conference spaces, growth in production spaces, growth in entrepreneurial spaces. And now that same grace for growth is clearly manifesting in the church side. There's some principles of growth that apply across sectors and markets, right? So there's certain principles of growth that work in marketplace and in ministry. They work in conferences and in churches. And so I'm giving you a principle here. I need you to hear this. If growth is going to be a part of your identity, it's necessary that you present it to the people that you lead as essential to the mission. I didn't say vision. I said the mission, which means you have to emphasize, let's go very, very basic. You have to emphasize things like bringing people to church. Yeah. That has to be viewed as a part of the mission. One of the things we say in our new members class and training is that if you join this church, this is not a church for people that just want to wear bibs. This is a church for people that want to wear aprons. Did you catch the nuance? I don't know, because y'all not sharing. I know it's late, but it's worth it. You're up for a reason. Hear this. So number one, and I got two more. I don't know if y'all get. Maybe I should just delete the book. Maybe y'all don't want it. Maybe it's not good. You'll tell me. Boo. Tell me. But number one, first commandment for the growing church is stop worshiping at the altar of small. Some of us are addicted to small. Some of us, we over spiritualize our love affair with small, because the truth of the matter is big scares us. I'll go into that that's not for here. Okay. Someone said, okay, I'm getting a few little positive comments in here. Now let me say this, since it's late and I want to leave this anyway. One of the things I discovered is that the way my mind works, I'm a conference host. I'm an event host at my core. My mother, all of my life, and I think she's still on here, I believe. My mother, all of my life, I've seen her be a master at convention planning and at organizing. She's a meeting planner, excellent. I mean, she can put together, I don't care if it's a banquet for presiding bishops, I don't care if it's a birthday party, I don't care what level or what tier it is. If she does it, it's going to be done right. It's going to be done well. It's going to be done in budget. It's going to be profitable. I've seen that all of my life, right? My father, of course, has been my pastor. So watching, events and revivals and things, I'm an event. My mind works that way. And so when I took over the church, now again, some of y'all are just coming in, you've seen the testimony. I'm going to keep testifying because that's what it is. It's God. We've grown by over 700 people. We've grown to 766 members in 8 months. All right. And counting. And my mindset was a little, nervous, or very nervous, I should say. But one of the things I was nervous about was me being honest about the fact that I'm an event host. And if I'm pastoring, that's every week. I think in terms of months out and this big 3-day thing, and then I had to train myself to say, no, this is an every week thing. But what I did was, catch this, y'all, because this is going to help some of y'all get this. I had to condition myself to see that church is just, listen how I reduced it for the purpose of digesting it. Church is just an event every week. Did you hear that? Church is just a weekly event. And the moment I made that shift, I said, oh, I can do this. Yeah. I'm having an event every week. So the same processes that I use with my conference, we've been using them at the church, and to God be the glory, it works. So here's what I want to do for y'all tonight. Hey, Queen Delpha, here's what I want to do for you tonight. Our team put together our complete event hosting and planning system. It is 74 pages. It is full color. It is forms. It is emails. It is job descriptions. It's volunteer protocols. It's dress codes. It's negotiation strategies. It's schedules. It's vendor information. It's literally everything we use to host events. And it's available for you right now. And not only is it available, but here's what I want to do, because I'm committed to this midnight crew. Okay. I found my tribe, and we be up late. We'll say it like that. Here's what I want to do. You see it on the screen if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. I need you to go to the link and go to conferenceandaclick.com. Okay. Here's what I'm doing tonight. And I'm deleting this, all right, in the morning, but I'm gonna do this for y'all tonight. Everybody tonight, and I think we capped it at like 30. I got to check, but it's a cap, I know, all right? Everybody that goes and downloads Conference and a Click tonight, okay? If you enter GROW at checkout, here's what we're going to do. I'm taking $75 off, and I'm giving you a free copy of 10 Commandments for the Growing Church when it releases. Okay. Now I got 2 more to share. Whoa, wait, time out. Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hold on. My uncle Bishop S.R. Blakes just came in the room, y'all. I've made it. Mama, you ain't got to work no more. I made it. Uncle Bishop, so good to see you, sir. Honor you, man. Honor you. So that's what I want to do. Now, it's going to go real fast because there's a hunger in the room tonight, as evidenced by the engagement. And so I'm going to say it again. Everybody that goes to conferenceandaclick.com and downloads the software, the system, all of that, not only enter GROW at checkout, it's on the screen. When you enter GROW, you're going to not only get $75 off, but you're also going to get a free copy of 10 Commandments for the Growing Church. We're going to send it to your email when we release it. Okay. But you got to go, like, everybody say right now. Hallelujah. Ooh, right now. Yeah. Okay. So let me give you these 2 more, and y'all need to probably start moving while the water's troubled, because it's going to go real fast. So here's what I want to do. Love you, sir. Number 1, first commandment, stop worshiping at the altar of small. Here's number 2, though. Thou shalt not over-minister. Write it down. We're going to talk about it. Write it down. 10 Commandments for the Growing Church. Here's the second one I'm going to give you tonight. Thou shalt not over-minister. Now, again, you all are getting it early. You all are getting it raw, uncut. This is going away. We're deleting this when we're done. But one of the things that I've discovered, and I'm discovering in this tremendous season of hyper growth, please hear me. And thank you. You put it up there just right. One of the things that I'm discovering is that with all of these people coming, these are people that are coming from other places. Even those, please hear me, even those that are coming from the street, right? Or coming from a non-faith tradition at all, they're still coming from somewhere else. Hear me. The somewhere else that they're coming from had its own culture, its own way of operating, its own preferences, its own systems, its own norms, right? And whenever they come to you, your church, your ministry, they're bringing pieces of their past with them. Let me hold on, y'all. Like, hey, yeah, I gotta write that down. Hold on. Hold on. That is heard something. Give me a second. Hold on. I gotta get this out before I lose it. One of the other commandments I'm not gonna share with y'all tonight, but it's something I've been thinking about. Just clicked, so y'all forgive me. It's midnight mentorship, okay? Uh, so whenever people are coming to your church, you got to bring on. They're bringing pieces of their past with them, okay? As a consequence, if you, as the visionary, shepherd, leader, and again, this is not just for senior pastors, but if you, as the department head, the auxiliary lead, if you don't have a very clear understanding of the mission, it will be easy for you to fall into the trap of saying yes to every good idea. Oh, I'm coming around the corner. It'll be easy for you to fall into the trap of saying yes to every bright idea, every innovative thing, everything that works somewhere else. You better hear what I'm saying to you. And the problem with that is that if you're not careful, you're going to end up over ministering. Now, here's what I mean. This is, again, just the working title for this one. But here's what that looks like. Something is wrong. Some of y'all can get mad. I know. But I'm praying for you now. Yeah, the enemy has come to sift you as wheat and make you mad at me, but I've already prayed for you. This is why we end up with churches, Pastor Glasper, you know what I'm talking about, that have 40 people and 57 departments, auxiliaries, and ministries. Somebody say over ministering. This is how we end up with churches, come on, that have 40 people. And let me be very clear. I'm not saying 40 people as if there's something wrong with you or if there's anything shameful about. Not at all. Every church is not supposed to have 10,000. Yeah. Because everybody doesn't want to go to a church. They're not built for a church with 10,000 people. And guess what? That's fine. That's why God has called more than one person. How about that? But I'm telling you, if you're not careful, can I be very transparent? I see y'all talking to me. Can I be very transparent as a very young pastor, not just young in age, but young in this phase? Now, I'm new to pastoring, senior pastor, but I ain't new to people, right? Okay. But one of the things that I've had to kind of get a grip on, and listen to me carefully. Remember, these are commandments for growing churches. In a growing church, there's excitement. Wherever there's growth, there's momentum. Wherever there's growth, there's morale, right? Wherever there's growth, there's excitement. There's innovation. There are bright ideas. And one of the things that I've had to stem a little bit is the fact that everybody, and I'm not good at saying no, right? Because I'm thinking, hey, I've been wanting some excited people. We've been praying for excited people, and they're here. I don't want to kill their initiative, right? I'm talking to some of y'all. Y'all hearing me? Huh? I don't want them to lose their zeal, right? I don't want them to lose this enthusiasm. I don't want them to lose. What's up, Pastor Hunt? Love you, man. I don't want them to lose, their involvement, because these ideas are a sign and they're a statement of investment, and that's good. But what I've had to be mindful of is if I say yes to every ministry that people want to present and people think we ought to have, we're going to have a problem on our hands. Because catch me, every good idea ain't a God idea. Teach, Mark. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Every good idea is not a God idea. And how do I discern the difference? Get this, write this down. I'm telling you again, not to over minister. Your church does not need a ministry for every member. I'm talking about per capita, right? Every member needs to be in a ministry, but you don't need to have a ministry for every single member. Are y'all hearing that distinction? We got 50 members, 50 ministries. We got the potato salad ministry for those that like, cause Sister Johnson, she like eggs and her potato salad. And Sister Smith, she don't like it, so we let her start her own potato salad ministry. And then we got the cat club ministry for cause Sister so and so she got cats. We don't let her cook because she got cats at the house, so she can't bring them to the pilot. But she got a ministry for the people that like cats. What you're doing is you're getting off mission. And let me help you. 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 Please let me help you. All right. Somebody on Instagram said, we need a book. I'm reading right now, man of God, from the book. The book is coming. In fact, if you go to Conference and a Click right now and download the conference hosting and management software, if you enter GROW at checkout, you're going to get $75 off, which is a steal. And you're going to get a free copy of the book when we release it. So you might want to hurry and do that because people are doing it literally right now. And I know the code's going to expire at a certain number, I believe. All right. So don't want to over-minister and get people off mission. So how do I determine what we need to do? Write this down. Please hear this. Please hear this. And again, I'm just touching on it. This is why you need to get the book. Like yesterday, like right now, yesterday. If you have a ministry idea or an idea for a particular ministry, I should say, but you don't have strong leadership for it, it's not the time to launch it. I want you to hear that again. Lord, let me say it clearly. Pastor, we should have, okay, hallelujah. I'm gonna give you a good example. A real example for Faith Covenant. Well, I'm gonna be transparent, but I forgot his members on here. Hold on, let me think this one all the way to the end. See if I need to change the names, protect the innocent. Okay, I'll give you this one. Pastor, we need a sign language ministry. We have, ADA and we have thousands of people that watch our services online every week. And we have people, and this is a true story, a real example. We have people that come to the church and some of them are hearing impaired and they have family members that are hearing impaired and they want to bring them, but we don't have a sign language ministry. We need a sign language ministry. You know what? I think you're absolutely right. But if we don't have a faithful, teachable, consistent person that does sign language to lead it, it's not time to launch it. Ooh, that's so good. If you don't have the right person to lead it, it's not time to launch it. Hold on, I'm going to write that down because I like the way that sounds saying out loud. Hold on, let me read that again. If you don't have the right person to lead it, don't launch it. That's it. That's good right there. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Every good idea is not a God idea. It's a God idea when the timing matches the need. Dr. Hayes, love you. Pastor Bellinger, love you, man. Oh, my friends are here. I love it. I've got a need right now. Well, we have a lot of needs right now. For example, I'm gonna be very transparent. Our church right now, we're breaking all the rules. I'm just being honest. We're breaking all the laws. We're not doing anything according to the textbook. It's all God. I mean, all God, right? We have grown. Now we have a wonderful team. We have something called Church Our Way, which takes place on Sundays and Wednesdays. Junior, this principles work wherever. Junior. Great question. I'm glad you asked that. But most experts will tell you, if you're going to grow a church, you got to have a jungle gym for the kids, and you got to give them organic cookies every Sunday, and you got to have gluten-free juice for the babies, and you got to have a water slide in the back. And if the kids don't come, you got to have a $40,000 check-in system, and you got to have movies in the foyer for the babies, and every baby got to get an iPad when they jump. There's all these rules. Can I say our church has grown to almost 800 members We don't have a youth pastor. Did y'all hear what I said? Right now, today, we don't have a youth pastor. People joining by the dozens a lot of Sundays. Y'all hearing me? This is why we post pictures every week. This is why we post videos every week. This is why we post updates and statuses every week. Hey, y'all, look what God did. Look what God did. Look what God did. Because if we don't post the pictures, folks are not going to believe it. Right? So we post every week to show people this is what God is doing. But we got all these people coming. We don't have a youth pastor. And so I've had, you got to have a youth pastor. You got to get a youth pastor right now. No, I don't. Until God says and shows me and clarifies, this is the man or woman or the team or the duo or the whatever they're supposed to do it, we're not going to launch it. Are y'all hearing me? Somebody said, is this pre-recorded? No. I answered your question right there in real time. Okay. And so, if there's nobody to lead, you got to be careful that you don't launch. You follow me? So don't over minister. You don't need a ministry. You don't need to have a single ministry for every single person. All right. If you have 50 members, you don't need 50. And let me just say this. Let me just say this. Some people feel like the more ministries you have, the more legitimate you are. That's not true. I'll say it again. That's not true. The more, because here's what we do. Here's what we do. Bishop Jakes, he got 900 ministries. He also has 30,000 people that he's ministering to. So they need a ministry for prison reentry, right? They need a ministry for ABC 1, 2, 3, all of this. I don't necessarily need that. So are we creating things just to say we have them? That's not a good recipe for growth. Can I give you one more? I've held you long enough. Can I give you one more? Is that all right? Can I give you one more? Now, I want to say this again. If you're getting this, I'm telling you, most of you all pastors, leaders, ministry folks, whatever you are, all of us do conferences. All of us host events. And here's what I want to do. I'm going to say it again. My mission, part of my mission and assignment is to help you have better events. I'm so sick of fraudulent conferences and poorly attended gatherings because somebody thought that if I just put a nice flyer out, everybody's coming. That's not how that works. Can I find somebody to talk to me in here? Somebody told you that if you just invite a big name, then everybody gonna come. That's not how that works. And I'm not just talking, I'm talking from the perspective of someone that has hosted $1 million conferences, hundreds of thousands of dollars in just speakers, flights, hotels, and honorariums, hundreds of thousands of dollars in just staging and LED. Okay. So I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Okay. My promise, part of my assignment is to help you, two things: host events that attract more people and make more money. Did you say money? Yes, I did. Come on here. I'm not talking about church. I'm talking about conferences. And conference and church are not synonymous. Hello. Y'all don't have to like it. I'm just saying what it is. If you're going to have to host a conference, it needs to be profitable. I'm not talking about getting rich, but I'm talking about you shouldn't be going in the hole every time. And you shouldn't be paying for it out of your pocket at the 19th annual Sunshine Band reunion. And you still paying for it out of your pocket. You're not doing it right. Conferences should make money. Come on here. I'm not saying church. That's another conversation. But for conferences, again, I'm not just talking about church conferences either. In general, If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. We could have did this on a Zoom. Are y'all hearing me? We gonna rent out a ballroom and get flights and banners. We could have did this. We could have did this on Skype. No, it has to make money. And so if you want to host events, I don't care if it's a convocation, if it's a family reunion, the principles work for all kinds of events. If you want to host events, hear me, that make more money and attract more people. That's what I know how to do. I don't apologize for it. I got fruit. I got real receipts. Okay. If you want to do that, I put together my entire plan, my entire blueprint. People complain a lot. I just wish somebody would show me how to do stuff. I wish I had a plug that would put me on. I wish I had somebody that would show me to, teach me. Well, okay. Get your tuition and come on to class. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Everything we use. I'm talking about the emails we send to our speakers. How do you get a Bishop Noel Jones to come? How do you get a Bishop so-and-so? We put the sample letter in there. This is what we send. Take our letter, change the names, and you use it. Yeah. Caleb, absolutely. This works for events that are held weekly. You hear me? You want to know what's the protocols for volunteers? What are job descriptions for your team? We put all of our job descriptions in there. We put a timeline. Somebody just asked, does it work for things that help month? We put a timeline in there about what you ought to be doing 12 months out, 6 months out, 3 months out, week before, week of. It's all there. Everything we use to host thousands of people, we put it together and it's yours. How we handle the vendors, how we handle dress code, everything is there. All you gotta do is go get it. And because y'all are riding with me tonight, if you enter GROW at checkout, it's right on the screen, YouTube, Facebook, look on the screen, go to conferenceandaclick.com. Instagram, I love y'all. Go to conferenceandaclick.com. Conferenceandaclick.com. And at checkout, enter one word, GROW. It's going to take $75 off, which is crazy. But you're also going to get a free copy of the book, 10 Commandments for the Growing Church, when it comes out. You got me? So go now. Ryan Davis said, I just got mine. Bless you, man. Can't wait for you to get into it. Yeah, go do that right now. All right. Now, let me give you one more. What's up, John Watts? Love you, man. Good to see you, sir. All right. Third commandment. I'm going to let you go. First commandment I said is you got to stop. Thou shalt stop worshiping at the altar of small. Let's stop glorifying small because we don't know how to get big. Hold on, let me write that down because that thing, that bit, ooh, I felt that. Let's stop. Ooh, that's good. Glorifying small. Oh, wait, what did I say? Oh, no. Come back. Please come back. Lord, bring it back. What did I say? No. What did I say? Lord, what did I say? Let's stop glorifying small because come on. What did I say? That was so good. Did y'all hear that? That was so good. It'll come back to me, but that was good. All right. Anyway, first commandment. Thank you, Mr. Lord. See, that's why I need you. Let's stop glorifying small because we don't know how to get big. Thank you, kind spirit and kind women of God on here. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. That thing, I like this, and I'm talking to y'all. I like this because faces and names, right, are coming up before me, right? I'm thinking about examples of it, right? Even now. So anyway, yeah. 1, stop worshiping at the altar small. 2, thou shalt not over-minister. Okay? Thou shalt not over-minister. Thou shalt not over-minister. A church with 50 people doesn't need 50 ministries, auxiliaries, and departments. You, my friend, have over-ministered. Okay. That's all that is. All right. If you don't, how do I know? What's the line? What's the key? If you don't have leadership for it, don't launch it. Period. I don't care how necessary it is. I don't care how much of a good idea it is. That's great. If you don't have leadership for it, don't launch it. But here's the last one. I'm going to let you go. Here's the last one. Third commandment I'm going to give you tonight. Okay. Thou shalt emphasize fellowship as a part of worship. Can I say it again? Thou shalt emphasize fellowship as a part of worship. I'm going to say it again. Thou shalt emphasize. Aaron, that's really good. I got what you sent me, man. That's very good. I'm going to post that in a minute. Thou shalt emphasize, here it is, fellowship as a part of worship. Now, I've really got to hurry because this one stirs me up a little bit. Okay. Instagram, y'all there? All right. Good. Facebook, hit share if you haven't done so. Please do. Somebody need to hear this. Excuse my loud chair. One of the things that I am very adamant about, especially in the context of post-pandemic church, is just the importance of using wisdom. Hold on. Y'all know the comedian Damon Williams? Wow. Y'all know the comedian Damon Williams from Comic View? He was at FCC Sunday. Come on with the recap. Damon Williams put a video recap. What? Come on here, Damon. Wow. Come on here. We got famous people coming to church. His mama, I didn't know that was his mama. I'm very glad I was nice to this lady because he would have roasted me. But his mom said, yeah, this is my Atlanta church. Every time I'm here, I'm coming to this church. This is my Atlanta church. And I did not know that was Damon Williams. Wow, it's very nice. I'm sorry. I'm in the fan moment. Hallelujah. All right. What was I saying? Third thing, post-pandemic church. I'm very, very, very adamant about the fact that we have to emphasize fellowship. LaShawn, that was him. Elder Lewis said the same thing. Elder LaShawn, I'm sorry. Elder Lewis said the same thing. So I'm like, this guy, like, you look for me. He's like, yeah, BT. He's like, oh, okay, yeah. Anyway, so I think it's interesting, and I'm going to let you go in a minute. I think it's interesting in the context, again, of post-pandemic church that we don't ignore the necessity or even downplay the necessity of fellowship. Now, I want you to think about this. In the pandemic, whether your church entered the pandemic as progressive and you were already streaming and doing all the digital stuff, or whether your church entered the pandemic with a different revelation of technology, we don't need to be on that internet. We don't need to be on that internet. The devil don't know no social media. Yeah, a lot of people got a whole new revelation when that internet was the only way they could have any kind of church. Isn't that something? And folks found out it wasn't the devil after all. Yeah. But regardless of where you were when the pandemic started, the pandemic showed all of us. Hear this. It showed us that we can get the word at home. Yeah. We did it for 2 years. It showed us that we can give from home. Cash App, Givelify, PayPal, push pay, whatever, right? It showed us that we can sing at home. Dr. Hayes just downloaded it. I can't wait for you to get into it, sir. It shows that we can worship at home. You singing at home on the praise team, right? It showed us that you can do everything at home except fellowship. So the question becomes, here it is, if I can worship from home, if I can give my money from home, if I can get the word from home, why am I getting up, putting on clothes, spending gas money, fighting for a parking spot, sitting in traffic to come sit in a room? Room might be hot, might be crowded, might not have a lot of air conditioning. What's the one thing that's going to make me come? If I can worship, get the word, and give from home. One word, fellowship. Caleb said, is there an online option for the conference this week? Can't make it in person? Yes. Everybody that can't make it in person, don't worry. It's not going to be live, but I believe Tuesday, we're going to send you all of the sessions, all 8, 9. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but all the sessions, you're going to get them. They're going to be edited, put together for you beautifully. You can watch them whenever you want. Now, the reason, let me just throw this in. The reason that you need to register for it is because if you register, even if you can't make it, you get all of the sessions for the one price of registration. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. This content is so good. After the summit ends, every one of the sessions is going to be the price of the whole conference. Okay. You got Matt Simmons and Antoine Cooks telling you how to build a music ministry. That's priceless. Are you serious? You get our FCC outreach director telling you and your team how to do creative outreach. You get Tracy Thomas telling you how to do administration and set your books up. You got Elisha Sumo teaching you how to do production on a budget. What? Yeah. You can get all of that if you register for the conference. So how do I register for the conference? Go to Instagram. Click the link in my bio right now and register for the big weekend. Okay. Register for the big weekend yesterday. All right. Now, let me get back to this, because this third commandment, I want to make sure you hear me, is that we must, I'll say this, thou shalt emphasize fellowship as a part of our worship. Now, think about, let's use football as an example. All right. Let's use the NFL. In cold weather cities like Buffalo and Green Bay, for example, they are some of the stadiums that still have open air stadiums, some of the cities that still have open air stadiums. Okay, Instagram, y'all there? What's interesting, and really beyond interesting, what's amazing is that in cities like Buffalo and Green Bay that get feet of snow, right? In the middle of football season, when we get to November and December and some January games, do you know what happens on Sundays? People in Buffalo, people in Green Bay, they get up early in the morning. They put snow tires on their truck. They put on long johns, put on thermals. They put on layers of clothes, ski masks, hats, parkas. They get in those trucks. They get in those cars. They trek across town in the snow to get to an arena, to a stadium rather. They pull grills out. They stand in the parking lot and they tailgate before the game even starts. And then you know what they do? In the snow, bundled up, scarves, hats, they file into that stadium. Some of them go all the way to the top because that's where their seats are. And they watch the game, some of them through binoculars, in rain, in snow, in sleet, sometimes in freezing temperatures. Now, here's what's crazy. I want you to follow me here. The same game they're sitting outside watching, that same game is being shown on the 70-inch screen in their house, where it's 72 degrees, where they had the option of ordering Uber Eats and having wings and soft drinks and chips and nachos and dip right there in the comfort of their home. And watch this. They can watch the same game on a screen from multiple angles. They can see replays. There's no wind. But yet and still, thousands of people will leave those comfortable homes, slide across the highway to go sit at the top of a stadium to watch a game they could have seen from the comfort of their home for one reason: experience. I can watch it at home, but I'll never be able to say I was there. I can watch it at home, but I don't have the same energy, the same experience, there's that word again, as sitting arm in arm with my friends and my brothers, braving the elements, to be able to say, we were there. Fellowship. We stood outside and we grilled. Remember the game? So-and-so went for 400 yards. We were there. What is that? It's experience and it's fellowship. I say all that to say that if we as the post-pandemic church do not put an emphasis on fellowship, the coming together and the singing and shout, that's great. It's necessary. But remember, we showed people for 2 years they can do that part at home. Come on, move your little coffee table out the way. Tag somebody and tell them that's great. But people were built for relationship. Listen to me. We were designed by God for relationship, for the human touch. Can I say this to you? And I'm gonna let you go. We've had people join our church over the last 8 months. Some of them joined our church for no other reason than the fact that we called them after they came as a visitor. Not a text. We text too. Not a robocall, nothing wrong with all that. But they got a physical phone call from a human person that knew their name, asked how their day was doing, and thanked them for coming because their presence made our service better. We've had people join because they said, I'm visiting a lot of church. I've never had a church call me and thank me for coming and ask what they could pray for me about. And that y'all immediately were different because I felt like y'all saw me as a person. Yeah, that's right. Why? Because you were built for relationship. Are y'all hearing me? And if third commandment I'm gonna give you tonight, third commandment for the growing church, we must emphasize relationship as a part of fellowship as a part of our worship. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying to you? People want to be where people want to be. And can I give this to you? We had, I'll say this is a real example. I'm going to delete it anyway, so I'll be real free with you. We had a situation, the Bible says where there are no oxen, the crib is clean. In other words, wherever there are people, there will be problems. Okay. If it ain't no oxen, it ain't no mess. All right. If it's no horses in the stable, it's nothing. It's no manure to shovel. And so wherever there are people, there will be problems. But we had a situation at the church a couple of weeks ago where someone, they had a interaction with another member, and one person was kind of offended. They didn't like how something was said. Okay, people, right? Wasn't no fights. Nobody, no police were called, no hands were thrown. But I didn't like the way so and so talked to me, and so I'm leaving this church. Okay, word trickled back to me, and my posture, my response was, just let it simmer for a minute. Watch what happens. Sure enough, the person that was leaving, they missed a Sunday. They didn't come in protest because their feelings was hurt because they didn't like how so-and-so talked to them. But when they didn't come, because we have tried to be love you, Pastor CJ, so excited about what you're doing, man. Because we have tried to be intentional about building fellowship, which is the base ingredient for relationship. When they weren't there, They got so much love. They had so many people, hey, where you at? That they had no choice but to amend their way and say, I do belong here. Why? Because the fellowship had produced relationship. And let me just be very honest with you. Very honest with you. You can't compel people to stay or to come. Just be honest with you. You can't compel people to stay or come if there's no relationship there. You can't, let me just be honest with you. You can't call people in. Where you need to such as a, if you don't know them like that. Yeah. You're not authorized to check me, so to speak, if you don't have a relationship with me. Can I say it this way? There is no rebuke where there's no relationship. Mm-hmm. And so in the post-pandemic world, it is essential, it is necessary that we elevate fellowship as a part of our worship. Did you hear that? I know that's a little heavy, but I'm going to say it again. Part of the way we worship God is through healthy fellowship as his children. Teach in here, Mark Moore. All right. I've been on here long. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to go where I've conducted my experiment. I believe the results are in. I'm getting ready to ask you. For those of you that have been riding with me for the last, been on an hour and 16 minutes, I got to go. How many of you all heard something that triggered a thought, answered a question, met a need, solved a problem in your mind? How many of you all were blessed? Now it's 10 commandments. I only shared 3. These are 3 that were kind of in process. How many of you were blessed on the night? Come on, how many of you don't fool me now? How many of y'all were blessed on the night? Let me know. I know it's a delay, but I want to know how many. I said, okay, Isaiah on Instagram and Brian on Facebook and Tamisha and Regina and David and Pastor Zach, what's up, and Ryan and Alicia and Michael and Glenda and okay, there come the comments. OJ and Felicia and Pastor Bellinger and Tamisha, Pamela, my mama, hey girl, Jaden, okay, all right, to me, all right. So above it, and Mr. Baker. All right, very good. Mr. Laurie and Mark. Okay, good. So here's what we're gonna do. Somebody said, how will we receive the book? I want to talk about it one more time. I'm gonna let you go in a minute. I'm gonna share this. Here's what's gonna happen. Conference in a Click tonight. And again, I'm going to delete this in the morning. If you go, I'm going to delete this when we get off. If you go right now, because some people are doing it even while we're talking. If you go to Explore, I'm sorry, that is not the right website. If you go to Conference in a Click, please forgive me. If you go to Conference in a Click right now, enter GROW at checkout, you're going to get $75 off. Now, let me just be honest with you. Conference in a Click is thousands of dollars worth of information, insight, strategy, teaching, training. It's literally everything I bled, everything I sweated, everything I cried, everything I prayed for that took YLC from 50 people to 5,000 people. We put it together. It's 70 something pages. Okay. It's worth thousands of dollars because listen, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's what we used to produce $1 million experience. And I'm not talking about like a emotional $1 million. I'm talking about US dollar, right? We took this program that we're almost giving away and we used it to produce 7-figure events. You owe it to yourself to invest in it. So if you enter GROW at checkout, it's going to take $75 off and you're going to get a free copy. I just gave you some of the notes from the book. You're going to get a free copy of 10 Commandments for the Growing Church when it's released. You're not going to get tonight. It's not done perfecting a few things. but you're going to get it when it's released. Okay. So you need to go now, and it's going to cap at a certain number of people. We're going to let in at that discounted rate. So go now. Bless you, Dr. Hayes. Love you, sir. Conferenceandaclick.com. Check out. OJ says, I'm making the investment now. Make that investment, man. You're up for a reason. Y'all thought y'all was just up to be up? No, you were up so that you could hear this, because my prayer is that this whole live has planted a seed in your heart, in your mind, that's getting ready to grow. What's up, Dr. Hamilton? Love you, sir. So go get it now. And when we release the book, you're going to get a free copy of 10 Commandments for the Growing Church, which I promise you is going to be a game-changing blessing for you. Last time I'm going to say it. Go to conferenceandaclick.com. Enter GROW at checkout. What's up, Dr. Kelly? Good to see you, man. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram over here. YouTube, Facebook over here. All right. Micah said, already seeing how this will help my staff. Trying to tell you. So glad you got it, man. So glad you got it. So glad you got it. Yeah. And you know, again, this is the reason I'm up late working. We're not over here just playing around. We're up working. And there's a reason. Thank you, man. Man, I love you more, man. I hope you come this way soon. Love to see you, sit down with you. There's a reason. I know everybody don't like it, but that's fine. I said on one of these sessions before, I've been hated on for being small. I've been hated on for being not as small. And it feels so much better when you're not as small. So people that are committed to not liking what you're doing, they will find a reason to dislike it. You got to be okay with that. Okay. They got to be okay. You have to be okay with that. Okay. And so the reason that we post so much, what's up? TTG. Yeah. Way of the cross. Honored. Thank you. Bless you, man. Thank you so much for that. But, the reason we post so many pictures and the reason we post the testimonies and video and hey, look, is because I'm going to say it again, fruit matters. And as long as people keep giving fake news that the Church of Jesus Christ is dead, dying, not growing, folks not coming back to the building, you better believe we're going to lift our voice to show everybody that will listen that is not the case. The church is doing just fine. And what I'm saying to you is that if we lean into what God said and apply his word, his principles, if we're willing and obedient, we'll eat the good of the land. So you're up for a reason. I celebrate you. I am sincerely praying for you that whatever you're working on tonight, God's going to bring it to fruition. God's going to breathe on your ideas. God's going to give you clarity of thought. God's going to give you understanding and revelation even tonight. All right. Love y'all. Last time, somebody is doing it now. Go to conferenceandaclick.com. Enter GROW at checkout. That's going to give you a huge discount already. And everybody that does it tonight, just like Kimberly Lockett just did, bless you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Got you. So I'm having 5 conversations on 3 different platforms, so forgive me. But yeah, you're going to get a free copy of the book. And then lastly, I guess I should say this too. This Friday and Saturday is the big weekend in Atlanta. Okay. Best practices, internal operations, growth strategies. If you are a pastor or leader, you need to be there. And by be there, if you can't make it to Atlanta, that's okay. You can get all of the videos, but you got to register now. What's up, Barnes? Love you, man. Boy, you out here killing it, man. How do I get the link? It's so private. We didn't blast it like we normally do stuff. It's no website for it. You got to know somebody to know somebody. But luckily, thankfully rather, y'all know somebody. So Go to Instagram, my Instagram, Facebook folks. Go to my Instagram folk. Y'all already there. Go to the link in my bio at M Moore Jr. Click the link in my bio and you can register right now for the big weekend, our Pastors and Leaders Summit. It's going to be a great time. Love you guys. Thank God for you. Let's do great things and let's do them together. All right. Take care. Until next time, take the Lord along with you. Everywhere you go, you're going to need him. You're going to need him everywhere you go.